Great, man. Football is back. You know, you walked on to this field this morning, and you look at the field is painted. You smell the leather of the balls, and it's just something that happens in the air around this time of the year for this spring football season. Man, just elated to be able to get back out and coach our football team and to grow and to get better. We had 20-plus players between signees, mid-year signees, transfers, walk-ons, 20-plus players, and so it's good to be able to get those people and have those additions to our football team and to start developing. Today was a good day in a sense of getting quality work. A typical day one, in all honesty, a ball here or there on the ground, a misalignment here, going the wrong way, and that's what spring football is for guys to audition at every position group. We have no declared starters per se, and this is when you get your opportunity to go for it. And so guys got opportunities today. We were plentiful in repetition, and I thought our team did some really good things on this day.
Frank, I got to ask the question everybody wants to know: who's going to replace Yanni at punter?
Well, we went all the way to Australia to get one, and today we worked on Pride, or our punt team. He hit the ball well. We have not got into the things that he do so very well. We just had traditional punts on this day, but he has a repertoire or a tool kit, if you will, of some things that I think will be fun for us to play with in this season. So we're excited about Lucas and his ability and what he brings to our team.
Coach, you said the quarterbacks group would be in focus. What was the first impression here?
You know what? It was a little unique for me because I'm kind of operating in a capacity as the running back coach too. So I didn't get the holistic view of being able to keen in on those guys. I didn't see a whole bunch that were miscues. I saw guys flying around, guys competing, guys encouraging one another. I'll probably need to watch the film to give a true evaluation because I was coaching the fullbacks and the running backs during our team period. So didn't really get to keen in on them, but I will. And this evening's film session and be able to give you a greater feedback on Wednesday.
Frank is a local guy.
Yeah.
He's come off a big injury.
Yeah.
He's from this city. There's a lot of guys in the red shirts. Any concern that he maybe puts too much pressure on himself about, I want to win the job and I need to do too much?
You know what? He has a very interesting personality about himself. Fun-loving guy, very engaging, very charismatic. You watched him in today's practice fly around. He flicked some balls out there well. He pulled one on his own read and pointed at the defensive end, almost laughing and taunting him, which I tell him don't do that. But that's Frank. You know, he has that winning personality. I don't think so. I think he takes it in stride. I think he's a guy that handles those type of pressure, if you will, of what's been accustomed to him in his career. I thought he had a really good practice today.
So when you have 5 or 6 guys on scholarship, I don't want to ask you how they look today, but how exciting is it to see 5 or 6 guys going for the competition?
Yeah, you know, I said this to Coach Castle, offensive coordinator. You know, we could possibly have 5 1A guys, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 5 guys that are in position that can start for us. And that's a beautiful problem. We'll have a tough decision, but a good decision that we'll have a good position to have to make that decision come August. But right now, we rotate each one of those guys. They get shot with the 1s, with the 2s, with the 3 offensive line and receivers per se, just so we can see them with the very best that we have to work with. So no guy relegated to just the 3s or beyond. They all rotate with the 1s based on each one of the drills, and they all had a very good practice today, just from the top of my mind. Again, I'll need to watch the film, but I thought it was a very exciting practice.
Did Lowell Narcisse look like the guy you remember?
He did. He's since the time he got here in January, he's lost about 15 pounds, and he's the guy that I remember in high school that was so coveted that we had to compete against Clemson and Georgia and Florida State, all those guys for, and he seems to be getting himself back in stride. Not quite where he wants to be or where we want him to be, but he looked good today.
How did those running backs go? Your first day as running back coach. How did it go?
Boy, it was taxing. No, it was fun, man. It was great to get out there with our group of backs. and really just to coach them up and get them in position to be able to advantage themselves from a pre-snap read standpoint of understanding what the defense is going to do and the potential of what could happen before it ever happens. Just adding a knowledge base to that unit, getting our toughness and our mentality back on how we're going to approach and running the football. If nothing else, we're going to run the football this year. I promise you that. And we're committed to doing that, and we have a great group of young men that are working hard to be able to allow us to do that, both at the tailback and fullback position.
How was the pace today? Those aren't full pads, are they?
No, they don't have no pads.
No pads?
No.
What are those things called? Just like...
Oh, those little spiders.
Spider.
Yeah. The big guys in there because we don't want a helmet to hit the shoulder or whatever. No, they're lightweight. They're just little cushions.
So back to the running backs. It was like, what is Brady? Brady's not the biggest back that you would ever see, but what do you like about what he does back there that can put him into that role?
Yeah. Vision, feet, patience, runs with good pad level, good body lean. He's not as small as you would perceive. He's 210 pounds, on a compact 5'9.5", 5'10" body, muscle. So you see him especially in street clothes, he looks Warwick Dunnish, 185-ish or whatever, but he's 210 pounds, and he's a strong young man. And but we just like his intelligence from the backfield, his toughness, and the natural things that he has from a vision and feet standpoint.
So when you say, I'm just curious, when you say 1A, 1B, 1C, and so forth, are you okay if when the spring ball is over, if it's still that tight, or do you have an expectation that somebody will separate by the time this is over?
I hope it stays that tight. I hope we're at the last minute and we're anguishing over who's going to be the starter come August. I hope the competition stays heated. I love nothing more to allow that to be the toughest decision of my career, to have to decide who will be the starter leading us up into game time. But if someone declares themselves, I'm very happy with that as well, as we'll know early on who will be that guy.
It seemed like Andrew Martell was with the linebackers group. Can you take us through what's going on?
Yeah. So we bumped him down. We put him at the strong safety position quite often. He's best. He's probably one of our best tacklers, sure tacklers. So we moved him in and playing him at a hybrid wheel position, outside backer position, where he's able to be involved in the run fit, but at the same time stay in the game, kind of like the nickel wheel, if you will, to be able to cover guys underneath in the quick game as well. Thank you guys so much.